there's ever a place to make you feel like a kid again, it's this one. Today we are at Evergreen Cabins. Once again, we are located in upstate New York in Remsen. And if you enjoyed last week's video, you will definitely love this place too. It's totally different, but it's so special, and there's a lot of fun things I want to show you all. Perched up on this hillside, this cabin is stilted 14 feet in the air, all built by the wood that was already on this land the cabin sits on. I love hearing that. To start off your luxurious, cozy stay, there's an 80-foot suspension bridge that takes you from your car all the way to the front door, and it walks right across this valley, and it's just beautiful. I'm already sold on this cabin because it's such a fun feature to have. There's rope and lights everywhere, and even these two flickering lights at the entrance really sets the tone for this place. Magical. As you walk across this bridge, you can even hear the creaks in the wood. You can look around and only see snow and trees everywhere, and it makes you feel like you're in a winter wonderland. You make it to the cabin though, and there's a 500 square foot wraparound porch that leads you to the back area, but we will get to that later in this video. Let's head inside this cabin and see what's in there. This cabin is 1,200 square feet with 2 levels to it. There's a king bed and a built-in bunk bed upstairs, so it's definitely made for a family or even just a couple. It can sleep a total of 4 guests. Downstairs though is where we will start, and the entrance has a couple closets, then leads right into the open kitchen space. This kitchen is in the shape of an L and features a beautiful wood countertop, a range, massive amounts of cabinet space, and even a box here full of snacks and coffee for you provided by the host. Behind this is a refrigerator built into the wall. This is great for saving space, and there's even a small pantry right next to it. Rarely do we see pantries, so that's a nice feature to have, I think. The overall design of this kitchen is nice, from the shiplap wall and the Edison style lights everywhere in here. And on the other side of this kitchen counter, you'll see that there's 2 stools to sit at here. This is a good separation from the living area in the kitchen, but still keeps everything pretty open because you can overlook the living room space from the kitchen. It is crazy in here. My eyes were instantly drawn to the huge windows. I mean, they're massive. They let you look out into the back, which has a 50-foot waterfall. It's not running right now because everything is frozen and it's cold, but it still looks really awesome. And there is a small little platform out here, and I'm sure there'd be water all around it in the summer, but like I said, it's all frozen right now, and it just looks amazing even when the water isn't running. So it is definitely a treat to look at from inside, and I'm sure it would be amazing to look at even in the summer. The windows are one way as well, so if you're looking from the outside, you can't see anything. It is a giant mirror. This gives a really unique look to this cabin, something we have never seen before, and they are also tinted, so no worries about anybody seeing inside of here, even though there's nobody around at all back here, but it also means that it won't get really hot in here in the summer. Real quick, this video is sponsored by Canva. They are an all-in-one platform for any type of content that you need to create, from Instagram stories, social media posts, business cards, or websites. They have it all, and they have an endless supply of templates, fonts, and photos to use. That is actually my favorite feature of this platform. So let's go in and create an Instagram story, for example. I go through their templates, I type in photography, find one I like, and I just drag and drop my own photos into this template and change out the text, and boom, we're done. We got a really cool Instagram story, and if I want to ask for opinions from my team, I can leave a comment and they can comment back, which is really cool. And then once it gets approved, I can put it in the content planner and I can have it scheduled to go out for a couple days from now. This platform is great for you and your team of creatives and to be really productive. So if you want to experience everything that Canva Pro has to offer, like I have for the past year, it's been great. It is $12.95 a month, but if you sign up with my link down in the description, you can get a 45-day free trial starting right now. That is canva.me/Levi Kelly. Check out the link down in the description. Anyway, back to the video. Back in the living room though, the left features a fireplace and a TV mounted above it. There's some reading chairs here against the window, and your couch and coffee table on the other side. The fretwork on the wall is really neat, and there's more of the Edison style light bulbs all across it, and even on the ceiling in this living room. The ceiling is the exposed wood beams it's all painted black though, and I'm just really liking the overall design in here, and everything fits together very nicely. The last space on this floor though is the small dining table, and that sits right next to these doors that lead out into your outdoor space, but we'll walk out to that later. Let's head up these steps and into your bedroom space upstairs. These steps are huge wooden beams, and there's even more lights that lead up to the space. It's all really nice, not a single attention to detail went missing in this cabin. But when you walk up here, the layout is pretty fun. On the right side are the built-in bunk beds I mentioned. They're big enough for myself, but definitely made for kids. There's lights in both bunks, and even a light on the ceiling that looks exactly like the moon when you turn it on. On the other side is this beautiful vanity with the Edison bulb light fixtures above it, and behind this wall through this door is the rest of your bathroom space. In here, there's a double-sided walk-in tiled shower. The tiling goes all the way up to the ceilings, and the ceiling is really high up, I think 12 feet. So that is a lot of tiling, and all the fixtures in here are brass, and it just feels really luxurious. 2 people can shower in here together, and this just all feels really special and is fitting with the overall design of this cabin. I also love the tiling on the floor, and right here, of course, is your toilet. We can walk out of that and open up these French doors, and now we are in the main bedroom. You can see there are the same huge windows in here as well for an amazing view. We are much higher up than we're in the living room, but the king bed is right in the middle on this side. Huge side tables that actually serve as storage as well if you open them up. But on the other side is the TV mounted up on the middle for movies in bed, or a reading chair on this side. Underneath the TV, there's storage there's lots of movies and games in here. And on the other side is a Christmas tree. So this all looks really beautiful, and I love it. This bedroom is open and airy, and you can either keep the French doors open, or you can close them if people are using the bunks, and yes, they do have blinds on them. That sums up the interior of this cabin, but we're not finished yet. We can walk out those doors that were on the bottom level and into your outdoor space. Out here, there's seating that overlooks the land. There is a bin full of deer feed, so you might get lucky and wake up to some deer at your cabin. And there's even a mounted sled up here to crush some of the hills here.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Around back is a fire pit with some string lights all around it, a small grill, and the waterfall that we mentioned earlier. It's beautiful out here, and the cabin itself is just a piece of art, if you ask me. I love the look of it all, and this makes the guests feel really special. When you stay here, you are the main character of this movie, and you can definitely feel it. The host, Chris, is so nice as well. He takes the ideas that his kids give him, and he turns them into real life, meaning the waterfall that was inside the other cabin, the suspension bridge, and the waterfall out here. I mean, that is evergreen cabins for you. And if you want to book this place, the booking link is down in the description. I highly suggest it. There's only a couple nights left for each month. It's really random. So if you don't want to wait a long time to come stay here, I suggest snatching up those nights pretty quickly. If you haven't seen last week's video of the other cabin here, I highly suggest to go check that out, especially if you enjoyed this one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next week at the last cabin on this property, which is the A-frame cabin. I'm really excited for it. I will see you then. Woo, it's cold. My goodness.